So the project I'm working on now is I want to put this waterproof electrical box outside to the back of my house. But I don't want to do any drilling into the wall. I don't want to anchor it to anything on the house. So I came up with an idea using Lexan and replacing a glass plate out of the back basement window. This way I'll be able to, when I want to run electric out the back, instead of running tons of cords, I can plug in right from the back of the house and have my electric. And what I'm going to do is, this box is going to get anchored to the Lexan, and the back side of the Lexan I'll have a hole drilled, and I'm just going to keep it simple. I just bought this extension cord. It was actually cheaper to use this than to buy, and I'll cut this off at a given spot that I need, and then run this out, and this will be plugged in right next to an outlet that I'm going to have inside the basement. So when I want to energize this box to use outside, I'll just plug this into the outlet in the basement where my drill press is, and that'll energize that. That'll give me the electric, and it is an outside waterproof one. But and then when I'm not using it, just unplug this from the outlet in the basement, and I'm good to go. And again, I did not want to drill any holes in the house. I didn't want to anchor to any siding or brick. Now I'm going to be using Lexan to replace the glass, because Lexan is extremely tough, and I'll be able to drill holes in it that I'm going to need to do to anchor the electric box. So now I'm going to cut the Lexan to size. Now all I used, this is an old Rockwell saw, panel saw, beautiful little saw, and basically I just used this. It had carbide teeth, and it worked perfect. Did a great job. So this is the original pane of glass that was in the basement window. There's two of these side by side, and they're 12 inches by 15. And so what I did is I cut the other one, and I left the paper on. You want to leave that paper on so you can do all your laying out on there. So with this, you get the box. So this is what I'm going to anchor to the Lexan, just like that, somewhere. It's going to be offset to one side. And then of course the outlet will go in there. This is a GFI outlet. And then this is the box. The cover, this is the cover box. And that'll go on like that. Then that'll stay out in the weather. It's got a waterproof cover. Okay, so here it is, anchored. The box is anchored to the Lexan. What I had to do was drill some holes in the box so that I could attach it then to the Lexan. Then I drilled a hole back here also for the cable tie. And when you use Lexan, you can't use plexiglass, because Lexan's the only thing that's going to work this good. If you try drilling holes like this in plexiglass, it's going to crack. You got to spend the money and use Lexan. But so I got all the holes drilled, anchored the box down, and put the cover on. And that's what she looks like. Now one problem I do have, and I'm going to soak it in water, is some of that paper stuck on there. I leave the paper on, I make all my marks, drill all the holes, and then when I'm done, pull it off. So, but I'll get to that later, but for the sake of this video, I'll just soak that in some water, it'll come off. So, this is what you'll see from the outside. This will be facing the outside. This is what you have on the inside of the house right here. So this cord in the basement, this cord then is long enough to where it'll go to my outlet for that I have for my drill press and other stuff. And when I want to energize this box, when I want to use it, I'll just plug this in, and it's good to go for outdoor use in the backside. So I've got it plugged in to make sure that it works. You can see the green light. Now we'll test the GFI, and that works. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is caulk around this box, the whole thing. And what I do is I just take masking tape, put it down, that way I can go do my thing and just pull it off, and it makes for a nice, neat job. Okay, so now all I have to do is pull off the masking tape. And that gives you a nice, neat job all the way around. I wasn't too worried about there on the box. I could have taped the box off, but anyways, it gives a nice, neat job. So here it is from the back side with the silicone put in there. And that way, if water, I just want to keep it from beating up. Well, probably what I should have done was on the bottom, left that open. Probably should have left that open. I wasn't thinking there. Should have left that open in case water did get in there. It could run out. But I can keep an eye on this from the inside of the house, and I'll be able to see that. So here it is. All I've got to do now is just take it back out, let that soak up to get some of that paper off, and we're good to go.